Hello everyone and welcome back to Serenity SMP, a Cobblemon journey adventure where we'll see what the day brings. And today we are gonna continue our streak with doing something slightly dangerous. As you see, I do like collecting things, but I have been slacking off a little bit on this server, and here are some of the discs that we have been able to collect while in Peaceful, but today we will be able to collect the rest of them, as well as armor trims. I have been pretty decent at collecting and got a little bit of help from T collecting some of these, so we're only missing one armor trim. And that will be quite the journey to go on to end up collecting that. But for a start, I think we're gonna start with discs. Because you see, there are 19 discs available in the version we are playing on. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 and there is 19 available. So let me start off by getting these checked off my list and we will see where we go from there. And now that I put in these magenta stained glass as placeholders, you can easily see how much work we got ahead of us. Now, luckily, the majority of these are pretty easy to get, whereas some of them are gonna be harder to find. So let me get materials to get the discs. So what I have started collecting is just some placeholder blocks as well as some boats. And I think I want to make this a little bit easier on myself and do a little bit of redstone. Because the way we get music discs is if a skeleton kills a creeper. So to help that process go a little better, I think I will do this, and I hope that I've done my research correct, because I'm pretty sure creepers are able to get poison effect and take damage from it, which will make the skeleton's job a little bit easier, so it won't take too long. So my plan is to get a bunch of creepers into boats and get a little skeleton setup, a little hut, splash them with poison effects, and let the skeleton do its job. And we collect the rewards. And I'm just gonna look real stupid if creepers can't get poison effects, but hey, then we have plenty of potions for other stuff. And there we go. So let's get these into our bag real quick, and then let's go find our collecting grounds. I was considering just doing it over here, but I already have a bunch of charged creepers in boats, so I feel like that might be a little bit too risky. But I do like the openness that I got going on here, and it should be pretty similar if we just fly a little further south. Yep, this seems to be a decent location. So let's set up a few things. So first off, I'm gonna set up a little hut where we're gonna end up having a skeleton. We're gonna have it get into a boat, and then I think we'll do this, so he'll have a small window to look out from. So all we have to do now is wait for it to get nighttime so we can start collecting creatures. There we go, it's starting to get nighttime, and I of course decided to spend the remaining of the day to do something smart and definitely not procrastinate and start this 2 minutes ago. But I decided to collect a little bit of blocks so I can go around and patch up any holes and ravines that we have around here, so it's a little bit easier to run around and run away from creepers and zombies and all the friends that we're about to get during the night. And for you guys' sake, I'm gonna put on night vision so it's easier for all of us to see what's gonna go down tonight. I do see a skeleton on my screen, so let's see if we can get him blurred to us. There's definitely an easier way to do this, but this is what I have chosen to do, apparently. Let's do it the other way. There we go. Then we just drive him into position. There we go. And we pull up this for now. Come on, Mr. Creeper. Wouldn't you like to sit right here? Nope, okay. The more creepers we can get in the same boats, the better, I think. Perfect. Well, while we wait for more stuff to spawn, let's test out my theory. If this works first. It does. Cool, cool, cool. And then let's do this. Oh, he might not be able to reach them, actually. There we go. First disc. And second disc. What we got? Strad and blocks. Cool. It works. It works. That's perfect. Let's continue the grind. Beautiful, and I don't think any more will spawn tonight, as the sun has already risen quite a bit. And I am so sorry, sheep, you are in shooting line, but that's just how it will have to be. Is there any way to do this somewhat safely? Might have done goofed here, chat. Let's do it like this. That works. There we go. Brilliant. So we got our first duplicate, but that's alright. Ooh, we got number 11. Nice. Let's get our next set of contenders ready. Brilliant. Thank you, good sir. Small cat's stall. Sure. Now we will have to wait for next night before we get the next ones. But so far we got 7 new discs. We're flying through this. Let's go! 2 remaining, which are gonna be a little bit more difficult to get to. But luckily, while we were getting all of those, we were able to get a little helping hand for getting one of the discs at least, and the other one will have to go back to the nether. But for that task, I might call in some help. And before that, I will go collect something that I've been missing both times that I've fought the Ender Dragon. So I'm gonna need these glass bottles, these end crystals, and I think that's about it. And I will bring a carved pumpkin to avoid all of the Endermen. And I think I'll bring some obsidian to make some nether portals, so it's a little bit faster to get there. And then that is ready for the roof. I don't know why that was so hard to say, but now that it's ready to get linked to the nether roof, so it's a little bit faster to get here because it's like almost 3,000 blocks to get here. So now we just have one thing to do. For times to charm. Are those my arrows from the last time? Oh, still some XP too. Ding! Oh, they were just rendered weird. So this is gonna go exactly like usual. We're gonna put these down. And there we go. And then we will fly up to break the crystals. She appears. Come on, shoot some purple stuff. It's kinda anticlimactic when you're just kinda waiting for her to do stuff, and she's not. There we go. Yippee! Hoppa! And for these, I'll probably find a more fitting space to actually display cool stuff, but for now, that will be there, immortalized with the pumpkin worn when we defeated Dragon the first time, and the extra Eye of Ender that I accidentally crafted, but it just looks nice. So there we go, there is that. The rest of these, they're technically potion ingredients, so maybe I should keep it here somewhere? Yeah, that seems fine for now. And now that I am in here already, I might as well grab a handful of these, because we are gonna go to some trials. Now, looking in the chest, I do have a bunch of keys, but it's always nice to have more. So let's go to the trial chambers we know and get ourselves a little stash. So first off, I think I want to run a trial just normally so I can get a handful of extra keys. I think that would be nice. My recordings in this video has been a little bit of a mess here and there, but after I ran a couple of regular trial chambers getting regular keys, I ran some ominous trials, got some ominous keys, and then I decided I wasn't in the mood for actual ominous trials, so I went ahead and did something that I dreaded a lot. I can postpone it no longer. I must go to the Nether. We gotta find some bastions to see if we can find the elusive big step disc. So we are back here at the place that I hate so much. And we're gonna do our best and pray that we have good luck. And it's that easy. Now I don't have to grind anymore. We got it. We got it. So we can just leave if we feel like it. Which I think I do. Let's get out of here, Rumi. Then we have one disc left. So my plan is to fly out and see if I can find trial chambers out in the wild that I haven't explored, because I was planning on going out here where I know there is like 2 or 3 trial chambers out here, but that seems like a long way to fly for not that much profit. So I think we're just gonna pick a direction and see if we can find a cave system and go in there so we can do some ominous trials to hopefully, as easy as we got the pig step, also get the last disc we are needing. Oh my god! I pressed the wrong button. First try. What is this like? What is happening? Oh my goodness! Well, I guess I can just go home now, and now we have completed all the discs. Let's go! There we go. Boop. And now that I have all of the discs completed, we are gonna not to jinx my luck, but I am missing one armor trim. But it is quite a journey. So let's see if the luck continues. Because we will travel far again, and just like when we were trying to kill some guardians, we will need to find some unexplored ocean. So we might have to travel all the way down here, but we will check out all of this that I haven't explored here and see if we're lucky to find any more ocean monuments that haven't been raided yet, and hopefully we will have better luck today to get the final armor trim that I am missing. So let's go! Oh my god! First try too! What is happening? Oh! No way. No way. Been flying for an hour, exploring all of this. And the first one! I'm shocked. I don't even need to go in there anymore. I'll just go home. I'll just fly home. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm free. And there we have the final one. And for another collection of mine, whoop, there we have all of the potted plants, flowers, saplings, and other potable items are all collected and together. And with that, you have reached the end of the video. So to remind you again what we have accomplished today, we collected every disc in the game, and with both insane luck, we collected the last disc in the Nether as well in the trial chamber, and got the final armor trim in the Ocean Monument on the first try on the final 3. So thank you so much for watching the video to the very end. Know that I appreciate you very, very much. And until next time, stay hydrated, and I'll see you later. Bye bye! Bye bye!